Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the One Shitty Family Podcast. I'm your host, Christian 100. Let's waste no time, and because we got a lot to talk about. Starting things off, Scarlet Violet has finally released 2 weeks ago, and I'm sure all of us want to gush about it because it's been 2 weeks since we last talked. But I want to give a quick send off to Gen 8 because with Gen 9 starting, Gen 8 has officially come to a close, which is kind of sad, honestly. I figured we could probably give our quick closing thoughts on each game of Gen 8, and then we could just spend like the rest of today gushing about Scarlet and Violet. So I guess we could probably start off with... Actually, let's go backwards in Gen 8, starting with Legends Arceus, and then we'll finish it off with Sword and Shield. So, who would like to go first about talking about their thoughts on Legends Arceus then? Or do you guys just want me to start first?
Yeah, I guess you can start.
Okay. Oh boy, what is there to say about this game? Because, wow, was it ambitious, but I think it paid off because this was easily one of the best Pokemon games we've ever gotten. Like, for a while, I think it was probably my favorite game of all time. But Scarlet and Violet might have something to say about that. And we'll get to that in due time. But, like, I really liked the idea of, like, a prequel game to an existing one. This one, of course, being a prequel to the modern Nintendo games, like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and, of course, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. But instead of another traditional turn-based RPG, this was the first time we saw a Pokemon game as an action RPG. And I think it was a really cool idea, especially given the context of this game's setting. Because this game was being set like hundreds of years into Sinnoh's past before the land was even called Sinnoh. And I really like the premise of how they set up the story of you forming the region's first Pokedex and whatnot. And this is probably the most fun I'll ever have with catching Pokemon. Because like trying to catch a Pokemon in Legends Arceus feels much more engaging compared to a traditional main series game, like Scarlet and Violet, for example. Like, there's always something so satisfying about pulling off a backstrike and catching on the first ball. Like, that's always so cool. And of course, even though this was more of a single player focused game, of course, it was a still a main series game, and it was just a really cool idea that I hope we get to see future iterations of, because there's just so much potential here for other games to get this kind, for other regions I meant, to get this kind of treatment. Like, I could already see like a Legend style game set in like Johto or Unova, for example. Like, I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, I agree, to be honest. I feel like the whole idea of them like using like expanding the lore, because there's like so much lore that you can expand just by going by the past, and like there's so many other regions where you can just do that, and that would be amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Especially given how lore heavy Sinnoh is, this just made all the sense. And I think as much as I like to say that Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl was the big game for Pokemon's 25th anniversary, this also really was that other big game for the 25th anniversary.
Yeah, I feel like it was kind of like a double package, you know.
Yeah, exactly, because this came out like 2 months after the Sinnoh remakes.
And to be honest, I think they were like released, like not released, but like more like showcased and like around the same time too.
Yeah, exactly. Like whenever there was a new info drop for this game and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, they would always drop a trailer for both at the same time. Granted, that made waiting for the second trailer after the first trailer an absolute pain in the neck, but that's besides the point.
I mean, they always do that for Pokemon games now. They even did that for Scarlet and Violet.
I know, but like it just felt like it took longer for...
And Sword and Shield.
Yeah, exactly. But I think because with Legends being a 2022 game and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl being a 2021 game, and even then with them releasing so close together, it may just to them.
I'm still having trouble believing that Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet are in the same year.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Because like Legends Arceus feels like it's been released a long time ago, but it's only since January.
It feels so nostalgic already.
Yeah.
and we're only in
it's
December,
really weird.
which is
It's
just
kind of weird
Yeah.
because like the game drops on January, and then like there was like a Scarlet Valley trailer on February, so that's like pretty
like
close to each other.
not even a full month after the game came out. We get an announcement of Gen 9.
It's kind of like they're like, hey, you like this game? Okay, cool. Check this out.
Yeah,
I really wish Legends Arceus had a more longer lifespan. To be honest,
Yeah, I do agree.
yeah, yeah.
it deserves way better.
Yeah, plus if it did get a longer lifespan, then maybe Scarlet and Violet could have come out without being like ugly as fuck.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in due time.
But yeah, like Legends Arceus is still my favorite. Although like Scarlet and Violet are really good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
Yeah,
I like. Oh, sorry, Red. Go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
All right, like I really like just how different Legends Arceus felt. Like it was still a main series game at its heart, but like it was the most single player focused Pokemon game we've gotten in a while.
I know, yeah.
And like I said already, I do hope we get to see more main series games that play like Legends, because this was such
yeah,
this is a brilliant concept that I would love to see expanded and refined.
I would kill for Legends Johto mainly just because I love Johto.
No, but like
Although,
I agree with a Legends game being set in
Yeah.
Johto.
Honestly,
I-
a Legend style game could work with any region. To be
Yeah,
honest.
exactly.
My number one on the wish list would be Kalos, to be honest, because I want to know about
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I
wanna-
think
I really wanna
deserves it.
because like
Kalos-
I get the idea that like any other region would work too, because like the lore is like of any region you could explore further. But like
Exactly.
Kalos,
Yeah,
the whole
exactly.
Kalos lore, we know little about it, so like if we know about it, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would rather have that than an XY remake. To be honest.
I mean that's also fair. Because to
I
me,
know how remake seems. Sorry.
sorry, Mario, go ahead.
Remake. No, like how do I put this? To me, an XY remake seems wrong because not because of anything to do with like the time next because next year it will have been 10 years since X and Y.
Thanks for reminding me that we're old.
That is-
No.
Yeah, but like it feels way more recent somehow.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
The same goes for any of the 3DS games, really.
Yeah, I would say the same thing, to be honest.
Yeah. So like I don't think it's really even near time for an XY remake. Like
Yeah,
even
no. We're talking like
Yeah,
we're talking.
it's not near time for an XY remake.
Yeah, like
no, but
I feel like that would have to be like in the next 10 to 15 years at the minimum.
Yeah. Yeah.
But even then, we'll probably getting like 3 or 4 more Legends games before we get an XY remake. So I wouldn't even worry about it.
Plus,
I mean,
there's still Unova remakes, right? If they're
Yeah.
doing that.
yeah, that also feels wrong.
Yeah, because Black and White already has a sequel too, so
Yeah, how was
No, I feel like not only because it's a sequel, but like because like comparing to like Gen 4, the graphics like it's still on the DS, but like it's much enhanced, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And but they got that to run on the original DS in addition to the DSi.
Yeah, so I feel like it's kind of like a step ahead of Gen 4, even though it's like the same system.
Yeah, exactly. That's usually what happens when you get 2 gens on the same Nintendo console. But the graphical upgrade is pretty significant.
Yeah, to be honest, I kind of think Black and White and Black and White 2 would just look better in 2D. So I don't want them to do 3D.
yeah, same. I kind of think that Black and White 2 don't even need remakes, to be honest.
Or if they do
They
go,
don't.
or if they do go the remake route, then and they wanted to keep it in like keep the pixel art, they could probably go like the HD 2D on instead of kind of like what Square does for some of its RPG remakes.
Yes, I love that art style, but I don't want it for Pokemon.
That's fair too.
Yeah, That's true.
Yeah, yeah, because like Octopath Traveler, uses that art style, and that is one of my favorite games. But I don't want Pokemon to have the art style because it's it would be very weird for Pokemon.
I would just rather want something close to Scarlet and Violet, to be honest.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
the
that's
art
fair.
style.
I feel like it's kind of like not only like too early to like kind of just like predict like a remake, but also like it's just I feel like it's not needed.
Yeah,
Well,
it's definitely too early to predict the
because,
next
like,
remake.
We could expand on like the Legends like style, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no.
Like
Yeah, being perfectly honest, I think they should just stop doing remakes now and just change to Legend style games instead.
Yes, especially with
Okay.
Gen 5. Gen 5 does not need a remake.
Plus, I feel like if Pokemon wants to reserve their classics and have them be playable on the newer system, then instead of doing a remake, then they could probably do like an HD port or something along,
And I feel like
along those
something
features.
that-
Like they don't even need to do a remaster; they could just like port the game over and optimize it for a single screen. But that's many years from now. We're gonna have to wait until the next Nintendo console before we can even start talking about Gen 5 remakes. We've been more likely to get a second Legends game over another remake when we've gotten like technically 2 in the last 5 years or so.
Yeah, and I also feel like you have so much opportunity to explore with Legend style because you could explore on the lore of like that other regions. That
Yeah,
we-
exactly. Which is
Plus, like,
why,
you know, they
Personally-
could also expand on like the original dragon and stuff.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Personally, if what I'd love is for them to do away with the Legends format. I don't mean that like stop doing Legends games. I mean keep doing Legends games, but instead of doing what Legends Arceus did, where it was all split up into separate areas, they should just do a Scarlet and Violet style open world instead.
Yeah, I agree.
They could definitely do that too.
Like
Yeah,
when the first trailer for Legends Arceus came out, I think we all were under the impression that this was going to be an open world game when it was never explicitly said it was an open world game in the marketing.
Yeah, because it looked like one, yes.
Because
Yeah.
because each area themselves were open, but the game itself still had linear progression, which I thought was fine.
Even
Yeah.
I think it worked with the game.
like anyway.
It definitely worked with the game, and I think I would still like a linear progression story, but I would also like an open world where you can go anywhere aside from that. I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like I want a linear story whose story does not affect like where you can go. Like
Yeah,
one
I agree
roadblocks.
with that. Like that would be pretty good, you know, like a linear story, but it doesn't affect like the locations where you can go. They just open the whole world, and let me go, you know, and then I'll follow.
Oh,
the story.
okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, like I don't want
I don't want
at
to
the
walk through
start
like a
of
single place, you know.
yeah, like I don't want like at the start of Scarlet and Violet. I don't want like me trying to go a place and the game telling me, you can go there later. Like I just want
Yeah, that's fair.
like yeah, like yesterday I tried to like yesterday I skipped like the tutorial using one of Scarlet and Violet's many glitches, and
Oh my god.
and I tried to go into Metagoda, and I got in there, and then I tried to go into the school to see if I could just entirely entirely skip like Nemona's whole dialogue in the city and the second battle. And then like I tried to go inside, and it just said you can go in there later, and I'm like, oh
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that yesterday.
like you can skip the tutorial and go play and go explore the open world, but you can't like progress and like any of the plots without doing the tutorial.
Oh, okay.
Oh
We'll say that once we get to the Scarlet and Violet discussion.
yeah.
But getting back to what is here? I really like how fluid each battle felt too. Like instead of having to use the D-pad to navigate a menu, to like select the command and whatnot, each of the face buttons relegated to each sub portion of the menu. Like A was for selecting the move, B I believe was for your, I think B was for run if I remember correctly.
These are crowd.
I can't.
I was talking about when using battles and whatnot. But the battles just felt so fluid because of the interface.
Plus, you could move around during battles too. I missed that.
Yeah. But that was just that was really funny. It was really funny with some of the clips I saw on Twitter. Like your trainer can get flinched with some moves.
Yeah.
But also, I really like how the boss battles were so much fun. Like because
unique, yeah. Like each of them were like unique to their own style, and that's what made it really good.
Yeah, exactly. I think my favorite boss. I think my favorite boss fight from the main story, at least, was Hisuian Lilligant. Even though that was the easiest.
Yes, same.
That was so easy. Like seriously,
it was really easy, but it was still really fun.
Yes, but Hisuian Lilligant.
Yeah, it was a good battle though. It was a good battle.
Yeah, on that note, we actually did get regional variants despite being a basically a Sinnoh game, which I thought was incredible.
I mean,
yeah, they're never gonna stop with regional variants, though. I think.
Yes,
at least not for a while.
Yeah, no. I mean, when you think about it, they are just the halfway point between the ancient paradox forms we got in Scarlet and the regular time we have now. So like they sort of fill the gap.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
True.
That's a good point, actually.
Legends Arceus walked so Scarlet and Violet could run.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I said this like many times, like and like I feel like the Crown Tundra itself, like not just Crown Tundra, even the Al Armor, like the whole Sword and Shield DLC plus Legends Arceus just felt like a beta to Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, that's kind of how Gen 8 felt in general. Like it was like it was definitely it was like the Pokemon Company and Game Freak learning the Switch hardware.
Yeah, it was an experience for sure.
And I think my favorite part about Gen 8 was just how much variety there was with each iteration. Like you got the classic main series upgrade with Sword and Shield, then you get the return of a classic with Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl, and then you have like this completely new experience with Legends Arceus.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think I think a big reason why there was a lot of variety is because Sword and Shield was the only competitive game for the generation, as opposed to each iteration after that being optimized for competitive play. But I'll get to that once we get to Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
and the DLCs made it so that there was still Pokédex shake-ups like there was in old generations where when they moved to like from like XY to Oraphrix, for example.
Yeah. But yeah, with Legends Arceus specifically, I think like the soundtrack in particular, amongst the best we've gotten in the series, hands down. Like, I really liked exploring each new area of the game, even if there were only 5 of them. But still, they were just nice and large.
There was just so much to explore for every one of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like it's separated in areas, but like it still feels pretty big.
Yeah.
I
really liked how many.
Technically, it's like the Hall of Sinnoh, you know.
Yeah, like. I also really appreciated just how many side quests there were to do. Like there was always something to do with each area of the game.
True.
even
especially with each character.
Even
in
after-
Jubilant Village.
Even after you finish the main story, there's still stuff to do.
Yeah. Which I'll never get around to doing apparently.
It was fantastic though. It was a nice breath of fresh air that the series desperately needed.
Like the best game in GV, to be honest.
Oh yeah, like it was definitely the best game in Jenny, and just a great send off for the
Okay.
generation as a whole.
Exactly.
Yeah. To be honest,
They ended with a bang.
I'd probably, I don't know if it's a hot take, but like I would probably say that's the best game since Black and White 2.
Honestly,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
honestly, yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
I feel like because it's not only the breath of fresh air, you know, like the whole new experience and all of that, but it's just something new, you know, like something that we've never seen it before. Where like every single Pokemon game before would just follow the same pattern, and like this is you just like you get out in the world, you like explore, you like build stuff and all of that, but you're still like following the Pokemon pattern, you know, where you're catching, you're like battling, and all of that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, it had like a compelling story, great characters.
Yeah.
But what's not to like?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And let's not forget the changes to battle mechanics.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
Yep.
With the single style and
Agile
agile
and-
style.
Yep.
Yeah, but not just that. They also had like Drowsy and Frostbite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I wish those carried over into Scarlet and Violet.
Same.
Because those were
Have.
huge upgrades.
To be honest,
They
the
should
only one
have.
the only one I wish they carried over was Frostbite, because then it would be like a special attack burn, the kind of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
But
Freeze
Drowsy-
sucks.
Drowsy is kind of meh, to be honest.
I mean, Drowsy is meh, but at the same time, like there are a lot of people who do think that just losing who do think that just sleep by itself
Like-
isn't balanced, which is fair because you are losing like 3 turns at most.
Yeah, because like Drowsy, it's just basically like a worse version of Paralyze, because Paralyze you at least get the speed half, and like Drowsy, you're just like one turn you might fall asleep. You know, it's just worse.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, true.
Yeah.
But also, like, I feel like the difficulty of Legends Arceus just felt like a bit higher in general. I think this just has to do with the gameplay itself. Like, it's like not every single battle is gonna be a turn-based one. Instead, you'll like survive it against the super powerful Pokemon, whether it be one of the nobles or the legendaries and whatnot.
I think the only difficult battle was personally was Volo probably.
Oh yeah, like Volo was definitely a tough fight just because of just how many phases there were to that one.
Yeah, I think the rest of like the battles were manageable.
Yeah.
They weren't exactly tough for me.
Yeah, I feel like the only hard one for me during the main story, outside of Dialga / Palkia, was probably Hisuian Arcanine. Probably just because of how small the space was for you to move around.
Oh yeah, that was slightly annoying.
Yeah, that took me like at least 2 tries to beat, but Arceus, of course, was definitely the most difficult fight in the game, and rightfully so.
Honestly,
I could
I'm-
never.
I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna sound funny because I've said it many times that I struggled with Avalugg, and everybody here is like, "Oh my god, how? Oh my god, how? You're stupid!" Like, you know, and I am like seriously, like I couldn't beat Avalugg for a good 30 minutes. It hurt my run because I couldn't beat Avalugg. But then when I got to Arceus, I'm like, I did it first try, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me? This was easier than Avalugg."
Wow.
Wow.
Laurie and I still need to fight Arceus apparently.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm never gonna do that.
Same.
You guys should. It's amazing.
And I even started a second playthrough.
Oh, right, you did start a second playthrough. Did you ever finish it?
No.
Oh my god! Go finish it!
I mean, Kyle, She needs to finish her Fennekin solo run first.
I'll probably never finish that either.
Then we should probably write it on your forehead.
Ha 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 ha.
All right. But yeah, overall, Downtown Legends Arceus, fantastic game. Definitely amongst the best that we've gotten in a very long time. It's definitely one of my personal favorites. And I do think that it definitely deserves the nomination for Best RPG at the Game Awards, because that game was just incredible from start to finish.
Oh, it got nominated?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, dang. Shoot, yes.
I can't remember the last time a
like-
Pokemon game got nominated at the Game Awards. This might be one of the first. If not the first
Well,
one in a while.
I also think that not only it was like good for like returning players, but like for new players, it was also good because they enjoyed the game. Like I saw a lot of people that was like new to Pokemon that really enjoyed the game, or like people that played Pokemon since haven't played since like I don't know Gen 1, Gen 2, and then played Legends Arceus. It's like this is very fun, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Legend Arceus was like the only game in Gen 8 where the majority agreed that, hey, this game is actually great.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'd say it's the only game since Gen 5. And when I say Gen 5, I mean like 10 years after Gen 5 came out.
Oh my god.
So basically, present day.
Yeah, it's the first game that people seem to unanimously love since Gen 5, and the only game so far.
I actually see a lot of people liking Scarlet and Violet too.
I see a lot of people really hating it.
Oh, really?
Oh my god.
I see people complaining about the glitches, but they say that they still enjoy it.
I mean, that might be the case for me, but most people actually just complain about the glitches and then call Game Freak lazy or something.
I think it just depends on. I think it depends on where you're just looking for comments.
I mean, what else is new?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So next game.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ori.
Yeah. Like the way I see it, you can't call them lazy when they're very obviously under extremely strict
be honest-
deadlines and working their asses off. Like,
To be honest,
Oh.
I actually hate when people call video companies lazy because it's very
Yeah.
apparent that they're not, especially when they're on
Yeah.
crunch time.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think that's just
I mean-
wrong because like basically it's like a slap on their face, you know. Like if you want to complain, then do the game yourself, you know.
Seriously.
yeah. Like, it's one thing to complain about the developers not having enough time because they clearly don't because the yearly deadlines are clearly like really bad, but like to call them lazy is just make no sense.
Exactly.
Yeah. But anyway, moving past that, because what are y'all closing thoughts on Legends Arceus?
Great game. Favorite game, actually. Please,
Kurunk
come on.
10.
Awesome.
please, Pokemon, make more Legends games. Thank you.
Please, Pokemon, right?
And
You've
make
seen
Fennekin one of the starters. Thank you.
Pokemon. You have seen the unanimously positive reception towards Legend Arceus. Now, use that positive reception to make Legend Krugunk.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I knew that was
I
coming.
agree. Yeah, Legends Crow God.
All right, so let's move on then to the next.
Legends Fennekin.
All right, moving on to the next game in Jenny, and quite possibly the most polarizing Pokemon game in series history, Brilliant Diamond
Oh,
and Shining
boy.
Pearl.
Oh boy.
Oh, where do we even
Can we
start?
Can we just skip this?
Well, where do we go from this, bro?
Okay, alright. let me just summarize everyone's thoughts on BDSP. They are possibly they are definitely more bugged and glitchy than Scarlet and Violet, but they are really fun. End of. End of. Sword and Shield thing. Let's go.
I mean, but I agree with you, Laurie. Like, I personally actually really enjoy Brilliant Diamond 24. Like, they're not the most impressive remakes, but they weren't designed to be. Like, they were meant to be the return of a classic. They were retaining that classic experience while also modernizing it in most critical ways. And I think,
Can
yeah,
I be honest?
they're overhated.
Can I be honest?
What?
As much as I like BDSP, making it a faithful remake was honestly a mistake.
Yeah, like
there are times
No, I
where
agree. I agree.
it is too faithful, and honestly, that's not what I wanted. Especially after 15 years.
yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Like-
I
the
feel
remakes
kind of-
deserve so much better, to be honest.
Yeah,
But
like
I understand why it happened.
yeah, like
Yeah,
I feel like it kind of deserves a little bit more love because honestly, like Diamond and Pro as a whole, like they're not really great games. I mean, they're classics, but you know, compared to Platinum, they're like Platinum is such a high tier compared to both of them. Because Diamond and Pro, you have like problems like, oh, like it's only one fire type. I think it's the same thing for Platinum, but like Murphy
it's
is
two fire types and it's two fire types in Down in Peril and
It's fire
five fire types in Platinum.
It's monkey and horse, basically.
Yeah, Down in Peril it's monkey and horse, and then Platinum it's monkey, horse,
It's a
dog,
dog.
yeah.
rabbit, and whatever the fuck my mortar is.
Yeah.
But, yeah, but so like basically like Diamond and Pro as a whole is like not really great. Of course, they're like great games because like it's Gen 4, you know, Sinnoh. But compared, like there are like a lot of things that was enhanced in Platinum, and like I wish the like Platinum got remake. Like all of the features, like I guess you could make Diamond and Pro remakes, but like include the Platinum features too. You know, like the Battle
Yeah.
Tower and all of that. They miss like a lot of stuff from Platinum, which I think should have been in the game.
Yeah, even not incorporating the platinum decks, like why? Why did you not do that?
yeah, that was I think
Yeah.
the original Dex was probably my biggest complaint outside of some of the obvious ones. But like yeah, and
to be fair, that's not really my problem because they did put a lot of platinum going in the underground.
Yeah,
I made them available. So, that's not really my problem. My problem is just Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Where a remake of Gold and Silver, but they included the elements that Crystal or not all the elements, but they included a lot of the elements that Crystal brought into Gen 2. So to
Yeah,
me,
so like,
if we're going to,
like if
if
Brilliant
we're going
Diamond,
to make so to me, if we're going to make a remake of Diamond Pearl, then they should include the elements that Platinum brought over.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, because even in ORAS, they were like more faithful to Ruby and Sapphire than Heart Gold Silver were to Gold and Silver, because they didn't really include elements from Emerald, but they did still do a giant post game with Rayquaza that was clearly inspired by Emerald.
Yeah, I feel like if they had included like a post game with the distortion world or something, then I would
Yeah.
have liked that.
Yeah, but no, we just got the Diamond Pearl post game again.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
like
and
my
they
biggest
have like a
complaint-
simple distortion room or something.
yeah.
I think like one of my biggest complaints is the fact that you remake Diamond and Pearl, but like at least include the stuff from Platinum too. You know.
Here's my 2 cents on it. So basically, I said in the past that Diamond and Pearl were never good candidates for a faithful remake. And when I did my tier list video this past summer, I have a lot of nostalgia for Gen 4. Diamond was the first Pokemon game I ever finished. I have a lot of love for them, but I didn't put them in I didn't put them higher than a B tier because when you take out the rose tinted glasses, they're just okay. But
Yeah.
But here's the thing: how do I put this? When it comes to Gen 4 in general, there's a lot more overall nostalgia for Diamond and Pearl compared to Platinum, even though Platinum is the mechanically superior game. It's just better than Diamond and Pearl across the entire board. But
I would say that I've seen a lot more nostalgia for Platinum than Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, same actually.
Yeah,
I could be getting my perspective mixed up then. Oh well.
Yeah, because Diamond and Pearl are the games where you always go, haha, they were really slow. Look,
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it takes 10 years to kill a Blissey.
Yeah.
Yes, you always see that
all the obvious jokes.
meme.
But
yeah.
But get back to what I was saying here. I imagine that Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl came out the way they did was, one, they don't show up London's Arceus. 2, Game Freak could have more time to develop London's Arceus. And 3, so that Sword and Shield can remain the primary game for VGC. Because
I mean,
I feel like
hold on. Okay, let me finish my point here because I feel like if London's Arceus was not being made and the Pokemon Company wanted to incorporate stuff like Dynamax, the Wild Area, and stuff into Sinnoh, they would have done so. But I would kind of give it that ginormous facelift that some people are not the biggest fans of. There are people out there that would rather have their remakes be closer to the original. Now, I'm not saying that I'm defending these games being faithful, because quite frankly, I think it would have been better if they did get the facelift that Oris got. However, but given the context of what was coming after these games and the fact that these were coming out during the 25th anniversary, I think keeping them faithful would let your very previous game still remain relevant, have a new game be like a companion to this one, and you get to capitalize on nostalgia. Because that was like the main purpose of releasing Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl in the first place. And plus, these were the first mainstream Pokemon games made not by Game Freak. And I was given Ilka the benefit of the doubt because this was their first time tackling a mainstream Pokemon game. And while many people were definitely very critical of the overall product, people were saying, they should have just done a split Platinum remake. And I will say, I have had some of those comments in the past, but I went into Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl expecting to just replay Diamond all over again, because when I look at it that way, then I wasn't quite as disappointed. Same goes when I went to play Shining Pearl. I feel like with Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl, I would rather just judge them for what they are and not what they could have been. And when you look at it from that way, they're still okay. They're still, I think, mid-tier games. They were never going to be the best games of all time. But I feel like with the Switch, considering that we just had another remake back in 2018, I feel like having 2 overhauled remakes in a row would have been a lot. And I think considering that Sword and Shield had this very long lifespan, I think the Pokemon Company would rather just have Sword and Shield have their lifespan last the entire generation all the way until Gen 9 comes out, as opposed to releasing a remake of an old game and have that be the new main game for VGC and whatnot. And plus, you had this new single-player focused game with London's Arceus coming out as well. And if you were to have a Sinnoh remake that is designed just like how Oris was designed, then I feel like less people would be. I don't know. I feel like it would be a little bit little bit of a tougher sell for Legends Arceus, even though it was such a huge. It was so ambitious, and I'm not gonna say the Brilliant Diamond Shadow Pearl were the best or even the worst. Like, I think they're okay, but like they were never a groundbreaking remake. But like I said already, they were never meant to be. And I feel like as a Diamond Pearl remake, they're fine. But like I went with the mindset of I even said shortly after the games were revealed that these games were going to be better than Diamond and Pearl, but not as good as Platinum, and that's what we got. And I think if I were to choose a Sinnoh game, as much as I'm a Platinum, I think I would still go the remakes because the quality of life improvements helped tremendously with like removing the grind. The TMs are annoying still, but like they got rid of the HMs, which is the biggest upgrade, along with the underground, fixing all the Pokedex somewhat. But like, just as a whole, I think I would even go as far as to call Brilliant Diamond Shadow Pearl underrated. Like, they were never going to be the best Pokemon games, so like, they were still going to be okay. Like, they're nowhere near as bad as people say they are. Plus, even the weakest Pokemon games are still going to be pretty good. That's my whole TED.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a lot.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to address a point that you made,
Okay.
where you said that you should judge them for what they are instead of what they should have been. I feel like that's kind of tough to do, especially because like Sinnoh remakes were one of the most long-awaited remakes since Gen 3, obviously.
Yeah, since Oris.
And so it's understandable why people would get their hopes up. And when you have a game that's too faithful and that doesn't incorporate most of Platinum's whatever, then I feel like it's kind of hard to not compare these remakes to other remakes, especially going back to what Lori said with Heart Gold and Soul Silver and Oris. So it's understandable why fans would be upset.
Oh yeah, like I completely get it. Like if you didn't like it, then cool. But there are just there are people that are just bashing this game like beating a dead horse, and it's tough. That it's a lot to stomach. And I feel like I've just been. I feel like I think the reason why I've had that giant monologue just now, it's just I've just been so sick of people bashing the games that I just wanted to give my full two cents on it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I do
fair.
like BDSP, but like I wouldn't say it's my favorite remake.
No.
Like
Honestly,
Honestly, they haven't beat a Heart Gold Soul Silver, and they never will. I'm sorry. Anyway.
I mean, Heart Gold and Soul Silver are your favorite games, so.
Yeah, I am very biased. The Heart Gold were my first game, so like, I'm not going to say that I'm not biased here.
Yeah.
I bet that's also fair.
Yeah. I think for me, with BDSP, it's kind of impossible to just to just judge them based on what they are, because the nature of a remake is it's a remake. So it's kind of inherent in the premise that you're going to judge them to the original games, and even with just other games in the franchise, like it's kind of impossible to just judge them on their own merits, because that's just going off of Diamond and Pearl's merits, and like it's the same game.
Yeah, that's fair.
honestly,
Yeah,
I feel like the main problem is just because like many people expected for like Platinum like stuff to be added to the game. Like for example, like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Oras, they both have like elements from Emerald and like Crystal. So like I feel like a lot of like true players, like OG players, like really like was like disappointed because of that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't blame them for that because even I expected some platinum elements to be there.
Yeah.
Like I didn't
I
expect
think-
all of them, but like at least like bring the good stuff, you know.
Yeah, there was
There's, like,
some, but they were
more
just
good
tiny
stuff than bad,
sprinkles.
There's like good. There's like more good stuff than bad stuff, but still, you know, like you should bring it because like Platinum is an amazing game. Probably like my favorite.
Yeah.
I still like it. Like the best part about BDSP is honestly the league itself and the champion.
Oh, easily.
Oh
Easily.
yeah.
Honestly, yeah, like one of my
Honestly, I
favorite-
love Sinnoh, so like I'm biased, so I like BDSP, but it could have been so much more.
Yeah.
I think
think,
one of the features that they did good was like making the league harder, which I also think was very good because like honestly, like playing games where like Pokemon is like just easy, it felt more challenging. It made
Yeah.
me
Yeah, honestly,
it made me
yeah.
like think more. You know,
Yeah. Honestly, BDSP have the hardest Pokemon League in any game.
So, yeah, they do.
Yeah, I think that is a positive change because these are the final battles of the game that they kind of have to be hard to really because you have to they're making you use all the skills that you collected along your way to battle the best of the best. So I think it's good that they're harder.
also if you
Yeah.
think, there's no gimmick, so if you think that's hard,
Yes.
imagine with a gimmick or like a Mega or like a Dynamic. Imagine if it had it, you know.
That was okay. That was one of the refreshing things I did like about BDSP.
Yeah.
That we had no gimmick because the
I
entire
really
of
like
Gen 8 had gimmicks. So to have a game in Gen 8 that didn't have one felt so refreshing.
I think that like Pokemon nowadays are like they're like kind of forced to like every single new gen they're forced to bring a new gimmick because like mostly because of VGC. But I also think like just bringing the remake and not including like Dynamax because like Oras had Mega, and like I feel like not including the gimmick of Gen 8 which was Dynamax. Not only it makes sense on the lore, but it was also refreshing to play it again.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
I think I think something that
Also, sorry, Lori. I want to bring this up really quick. I do like the art style in BDSP. I think it does look pretty.
Yeah, like here's my hot take about this. I think Brilliant Demonstrator Pearl probably have the best graphics for Gen 8. That's definitely a hot take, and I know and I know very little people are going to disagree.
It's kind of hard with Legends Arceus there, to be honest.
I know, but Legends Arceus
I mean,
did
Legends
look
Arceus
kind of rough in some
kind
areas.
of shit sometimes.
Legends Arceus really did look really, really rough. And BDSP just looks so colorful and vibrant to me, so
Yeah,
I
it
like
wa-
it.
Yeah, it was kind of clean actually.
I think I agree because Sword and Shield graphics are mid tier, to be honest. And
Yeah,
Sword and
like,
Shield
It's,
graphics?
I feel like they're
Sword
just
Shield was
mid.
okay.
I feel like it's
Sword-
just mid because it was like them trying out to put like a Pokemon game on the Switch, which it was an experience. Obviously, like oh
Yeah.
my god, the trees! Oh my god, no! I'm
Sword and Shield's
Oh,
graphics
you know,
really.
they definitely it was okay, but like as soon as like the other games came out, the graphics kept getting better. You know?
Yeah.
I think Sword and
Yeah.
Shield's graphics really excelled, not in the wild area, but in the cities. Because if you look at the
easily,
cities,
yeah.
Oh
it
yeah,
actually looks good. Like if you look at Glimwood Tangle and like
And Burnley,
Hammerlock and Balonley, then they're beautiful, honestly.
oh yeah. Like
What's the
easily.
one?
Yeah,
What's the city with the,
and
with
Sir and
the snowy
Sirchester?
city? That one looks amazing. Yeah, Sirchester. That one's probably my favorite. Like
Yeah.
it looks,
Yeah,
Yes.
same.
Yeah.
it looks so
Like
yeah,
like
the
wild area
only set,
is
yeah,
very
the-
choppy.
Yeah, like
yeah, it is.
it's a little bit better in the Alabama and the Crown Tundra, but like overall, like I remember hearing about some comments saying that Sword and Shield looked like an upscaled 3DS game, and I can see where they're coming
That's-
from.
yeah.
I still don't think that's true because like it doesn't look
I
like a
think
3DS game.
I mean, there was also
I don't think it's
we also got to remember.
true, but I don't think it's true. But I think the world area wasn't far off from that.
Yeah, the wild area was it needed work. So that's why I do
Yeah.
agree that
I think that
PDSP had the best graphics in Gen 8.
Yeah, like
I think that's something that that people have been saying about Scarlet and Violet too, because a lot of the like background textures are kind of just mid tier as well.
Oh
But-
yeah.
but-
Also,
but-
speaking of, BDSP had like amazing backgrounds too.
yeah, I was about to get to. I was giving my next point
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
Like they probably had like the best battle backgrounds pre
Like, look at-
Legends
look at
Arceus in
just-
Gen 9.
Like,
I'm
look at
I'm-
just Dialga's and Palkia's backgrounds.
Yeah, I'm happy they did
They're
that
amazing.
because like Sword and Shield was so plain, like you would battle like in a hotel and it was just like
There were way too many
Oh,
voids
yeah.
in Sword and
It was
Shield.
They were just
white,
a
like,
white
seriously.
void.
like you can't even add anything to it. Like it was just white void, and like I'm not in a white void. I'm inside a hotel. You know.
Like-
Yeah.
Granted,
Mhm.
granted, Very Diamond Shredder also had some void backgrounds, but like it was far
Nowhere
less often than
near-
Sword and Shield.
Nowhere near as many as Sword and Shield though.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
had backgrounds for almost everything.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
also, even despite being a PS1 remake, we still got character customization, and I love the outfits. They're so cute in the game. I mean, granted, there
least we
weren't a
At
ton of
least
them.
we get to at least we get to change our outfits compared to Scarlet and Violet.
I mean,
Yeah,
granted,
That's true. I really wish the customization was more than just here different outfits for Dawn. Like, 'cause, like
but the outfits were cute, most of them. But at least I'm not stuck in a
Yeah.
uniform.
yeah, granted, Sword and Shield and
it's
Legends Arceus.
better than Scarlet and Violet's clothes.
Yes.
But
I
but
miss Sword
do
and
wish
Shield's
we could've-
customization.
Yeah, I think Sword and Shield and Legends Arceus are still the best for character customization. Even though you
I
can,
would say that
even though you can
I
really
would say
customize.
I would say Scarlet and Violet are the best in terms of like like your character
Yeah,
themselves.
your character, not the
I would-
clothes though.
No. For the clothes, I would say it's actually probably the Lola games. I think I think they have the best clothes.
Sword and Shield has so many options. Like if it-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I love about Sword and Shield.
having so many
Every
options.
option are pretty good.
It's crazy from like going to have so many options to going to be limited by season.
I know.
Yeah,
Just 4 uniforms. Why do you do this to me?
it's rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, like overall,
Yeah.
like as an overall game, I don't think Brilliant Diamond Shredder are that bad. Like,
No.
like
They're
They're
not-
not.
I'll
They're
Not
not.
bad. They're-
just as a
they're
remake, they're
good.
just okay.
Down and Pair are good. I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would say though, there was something that BSP could have learned from the other remakes, and I think that is where being a faithful remake is just a bad idea. Every other remake in the franchise has added something new, like you know, like Pirate Leaf Bean. They added the Seven Islands. Heart Gold to Silver. They added
Like Fallen Pokemon, they brought back the Safari
Yeah.
Zone.
So you could go
Yeah.
back to Kanto.
I mean,
And that was
you
a
can
Gen
do that
2.
in Gold
That was
Silver.
in Gold and Silver. Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. But
It's also Pokeathlon as well.
Yes,
Pokemon,
Pokemon was
yeah.
so much fun.
I was shut at it, but it's fun. And they replaced the Battle Tower with Battle Frontier.
And the Battle Frontier is straight
you
from
know.
Platinum.
Yep.
Yep.
And the international version of
Um,
the game had Voltor Flip instead of the slots.
Yep, I had that. Like there were a lot of like really, like and then of course ORAS had like the Delta episode, like and like the brand new Marble City. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Mallville City.
Whereas BDSP just had
Almost nothing.
the worst implementation of
kind of like-
Fallen Pokemon that I've ever seen there.
Oh yeah, like we can
Well,
all agree
one
on
of-
that. The following Pokemon in
one of
Brilliant
my-
Diamond Shining Pearl was terrible. Like
One
Sword
of
and
my-
Shields was already pretty bad, but like Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearls was worse.
Like one of my biggest complaints about like BDSP is like after you finish the game, what you can do is like rematch gym leaders, rematch the league, and then pretty much that's it. You know, like I wanted more. You know.
Yeah, granted, there's also the Remedis Park, but trying to get the shards for that is annoying.
Yeah, you gotta grind for
It's so
shards. That's
time
the
consuming. It's such
worst
a
part.
hassle.
You gotta find the shards, and like, what are the odds of you finding a shard every single time?
Yeah, they're so
Yeah.
rare. I mean,
And-
granted, the battle
yeah.
music, the new battle tracks for Remedis Park are awesome, but like, and the backgrounds are really pretty, but like, it's still a pain in the
Okay.
neck, and
Okay, but
I never
okay,
caught.
but this is still better than Sword and Shield's post game.
I mean, yeah, I mean, Diamond Pearl already had a pretty decent post game, so like that was gonna be a given for the remakes. But like,
Yeah.
it's still it
Yeah.
wasn't much.
No, it's not much at all.
I mean, yeah. It's also better than Scarlet Violet's post game. So
I haven't even started Scarlet Violet's post
I
game.
haven't started the post game yet.
it has it has gym rematches, which you can only do one time, and then it's during the tournament, which you can do, which you can do repeatedly, but the rewards are shit. And then it's like raids,
Okay,
and
yeah.
that's it.
Gotcha.
Still better than Sword and Shields.
Wow,
Yeah.
we're just
Yeah,
shitting
but
on
like-
Sword and Shield.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Also, you can't rematch a league in Scarlet Violet.
That's
Oh,
I don't really I think that's awful. You know.
that's kind of
No,
dumb.
that is
Alright,
so awful. It is genuine. I don't say many things are awful when I play one game, especially one that I love as much as Scarlet and Violet. But the fact that you cannot rematch the Pokemon League is genuinely awful.
Are you saying that just because you can't see Rika again?
That's perfect. Yes.
Alright.
But also in general is terrible. Like you can battle Hassel again because he's a teacher at the
Right.
school, and so you can battle him in the tournament. And the same with Gita because because you managed to rope her into it, but like you cannot rematch Rika, Poppy, or what's her
Or
name?
Larry.
Or Larry.
Seven
I don't know.
times.
Or actually, no, you can rematch Larry, but only
As a
but
gym
when-
leader.
But only as a gym
Yeah.
leader, right? Yeah.
Alright,
yeah,
okay,
only a gym leader, and only once. Yeah.
alright, we'll get back to that in a moment.
Sad time.
But
I think we're done with BDSP though.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think we've ranted about
Sword and
BDSP
Shield.
for a little bit too long. But like, I
Sword and Shield, good games. Over Hades, it kind of shit story, but they're fun. Honestly, I don't really want to talk about Sword and Shield. I just want to talk about Scarlet and Violet now.
oh my god, I haven't even given my thoughts yet.
But I have a couple of thoughts too, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
because like these are also pretty polarizing games when you really look at it. So like,
The trees! The trees!
Here we go.
Oh
Here we
my
go with
God.
the-
yeah, I feel like these are also pretty darn underrated too. But like, I really liked how this was a pretty decent introduction to Pokemon in the HD. Like back when this was coming out, this was a massive deal for the series. You know, first new generation on a home console in HD. Like this was gonna be a big release. But like, there was bound to be some growing pains, and they definitely showed in this
one
game.
of the most controversial games next to BDSP.
I feel like Brilliant Diamond should have more controversy if we're being real.
Exactly, yes.
I agree, to be honest.
Because
I
like,
feel like it's BDSP and then Sword and Shield.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, Sword and Shield were actually pretty darn good. But like, prior to Scarlet and Violet, they were definitely the best Pokemon games for multiplayer. And like the DLC did so much to improve these games as well. Like the Isle of Armor was already pretty good, but like the Crown Tundra was honestly the best part about the games. like in
Hey,
general.
honestly, yeah, Crown Tundra was the best part.
Like it
I
added,
never played DLC.
it added
Oh yeah, I forgot you never did.
oh yeah, like it added the max layers, which was probably the best way to do the max raid battles, in my opinion. And also I just and like yeah, the game was pretty darn linear, but like so were every Pokemon game prior to that. Like the Wild Area gave us a taste of what Pokemon could become in the future, and the Outburner played just like the Wild Area and just like and also the Crown Tundra. And I just liked exploring, even though there wasn't a lot to do after I finished everything. And like I really liked the character customization. There were a ton of Pokemon in it, especially after launch. And like yeah, the National Dex controversy was obviously controversial,
God.
but like
Don't remind me.
that was kind of overblown. Like it sucks that not every Pokemon was going to be in the game, but like I feel like this was a change that was going to be inevitable rather than an option that Game Freak could take. Because like if you were if you were given the option of having a great Pokemon game with not every Pokemon in it, or having a mid Pokemon game with every Pokemon in it, I would take the former over the latter any day.
Yeah, I think for me, or not even for me, but just the fact is, did they remove the National Dex a bit early? Because they definitely could have filled the Pokemon in Sun Shield. Yeah, but they're gonna have to do it by like Gen 15 or whatever. So like,
Yeah.
like this is sort of just them preparing for like about 20 years from now.
Yeah, because like the series was approaching 1,000 Pokemon by the time Sword and Shield was coming out. So like that's a lot of Pokemon to get incorporated into one game. And like
personally, I never cared about catching them all, so like this never bothered me.
yeah, like neither did I. And like I was more looking forward to the
do
new
think
Pokemon
it's
more
weird
than the old
to not
ones.
have them all in the game.
I mean, yeah, like having them all would be
Yeah.
great, but like, yeah, I would rather focus
Yeah,
more
like-
on the new Pokemon as opposed to the old ones. That's just my opinion, though.
I'm just saying, like when your franchise's whole catchphrase got to catch them all, and then you can't do that in a game. It's weird.
Yeah. Those are like some of the comments that they kept saying when the national Dex was a thing. I mean, when the
Yeah.
controversy was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like the
yeah.
thing is, we haven't had a traditional national Dex since Oris, and like Brilliant Diamond Shining does not count because that's a remake. And by the time those came out, we were already used to this change. But like Sun and Moon, had every Pokemon in it already, but like there was no national Dex mode in the Pokedex. So like, in order to complete the Dex, you just gotta complete the regional Dex. And like, I personally prefer just completing the regional Dex to get the Shiny Charm as opposed to getting to complete the national Dex because that's a lot of Pokemon.
Oh no, I agree with that change. I just do think that there could have been some other reward for National Dex.
Yeah, like I do agree though, because like
Personally,
the
to be
most that
honest,
you get is like a Shiny Charm and a certificate. That's about it.
like in my opinion, at least, I'll probably get backlash. But I think that was the smartest move that they did by just cutting like the national Dex because it's just stupid. You know, like you feel like you have to like catch everything to get a shiny charm. You know, plus I feel like it was reaching a point where like VGC it was just getting boring because like it's the same old bonds that are just dominating because. Every single team is gonna have Incineroar like Gen 7. Like, please stop. I'm tired of seeing this big cat would intimidate. Like, please. So, like, I think that was the smartest thing that they did. And like Gen 8, like the VGC, like I think that the strongest thing about Gen 8 was VGC. Like the whole battle system was better. The Dynamax was better than Zemos and Megas. I think the whole thing about you having to like at least like in the first series where like you had to use the Pokemons in the Galar region, you couldn't like use like legendaries and all this stuff. You would only use Dynamax. You wouldn't need to use Gigantamax for a good while. So I think it made VGC fresh. It made look better. It made feel better. Even though like by Crown Tundra, like you would see Zacian like just everywhere, which is stupid, but it's part of the game, you know. At least every single Pokemon wasn't in it, to be honest.
Yeah, I can understand that mindset actually. Because all in all, just they were actually pretty alright. Like,
I wouldn't say like Sword and Shield were like amazing, but for like the first Gen 8 game, it was very enjoyable.
it was
to
pretty
me.
good, and like they only got better once the DLC came out.
Yeah.
Like, if it weren't for the DLC, then I think they still would have been like a B tier game. Like, they're still fun, but like I would prefer other games. So like with the DLC, it felt like a much more complete package.
Yeah,
And
especially with the story, because honestly, like the main story sucked in Sword and Shield.
Yeah, the main story was not that great. It was okay.
Yeah, the story was bad. The characters was kind of bad too, to be honest.
I mean, I like Hop and Bead.
No, I definitely like them, but I think their stories as a whole was not explored.
Yeah, that is totally
Yeah.
fair.
I don't agree with it.
Yeah,
I
because I
think
feel like they
I
did
don't
a
agree,
lot of
actually.
character with Hop.
No, Hop is like I think the most well-known character in Sword and Shield. I think.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he's
is.
definitely
Yeah.
up there, but like I feel like they should have. I feel like there was more. Like they could have explored more, but that's probably just me, to be honest.
I mean, yeah.
To be honest, Sword and Shield remind me a lot of X and Y, where the of course X and Y look much better in Sword and Shield, but in terms of like there was obviously growing pains moving to the new console, and also the story was kind of shit. But I do think Sword and Shield are better than X and Y purely because they have more memorable characters than Trevor.
Trevor.
What's a Trevor?
That's fair though.
Yeah.
But like I just feel like the Pokemon, the new Pokemon that we got in Sword and Shield were pretty great.
Oh yeah, I love the Gen 8 decks.
Yeah, like the Galarian forms, I honestly might have one of my favorite rosters of regional variants. Not just because they have Galarian ponies or Rapidash, that's besides the point.
Yes, we know you're biased.
But I like how creative they got with the reveal started with the generation. Because like yeah, your typical new game reveal in February 2019, but then you have this giant music video in June, and then they got
right.
and then they had like this little tease of Surfetch, and then they did this like whole 24-hour nature stream for Galarian Ponyta, and like I like that. You know, how do you feel about
Wait, wasn't the music video like after Sword and Shield though?
Wait, what?
Because it had
No.
like
That was the first time we got to see Dynamax.
Yeah, that was the June 2019 trailer.
oh, I was thinking of Gotcha.
No,
Oh, no,
Gotcha,
no,
no,
no.
Gotcha was 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I feel like I kind of liked Dynamax as a gimmick actually. Like,
Honestly, like I'm probably biased because I'm a VGC player, but I think by far Dynamax is better than Megas and Zemos. Like aesthetically, I think Megas are superior, to be honest, but I think Dynamax as a whole is better.
yeah, like visually, Mega Evolution is better, but mechanically, Dynamax is better.
And I feel like it's also more balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think-
like
Yeah, I agree.
I do like how balanced Dynamax
Okay,
feels.
okay,
Like
okay.
instead of having it last the whole battle, it only lasts 3 turns, and I feel like
Dynamax-
that's completely fair.
Dynamax it is very balanced in doubles. But in singles
It's overpowered.
it is the most broken
Yeah.
thing. It is the most broken thing to ever come out of the Pokemon franchise.
Yeah, I think like the whole thing about Dynamax is not only you're using it offensively, but you can use it defensively. It's like the same thing with Terra in Gen 9, but
Yeah, exactly.
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, but Terror doesn't give you like a stat boost every single time you kill a Pokemon.
It's not even every time you kill a Pokemon. It's like if you just hit it once and then you get the stat boost.
Yeah, And plus, you get like way more HP depending on how your Dynamax level is.
But yeah, most of the times you're gonna have it doubled because
Yeah,
you-
like it's
you
always
don't
better.
wanna-
I feel like it's always better to just have your Dynamax level maxed out because then you get a double HP, like you said. But that's just my opinion. Also, I love the gym leaders of this generation as well.
The gym leaders are great. Honestly, so is Gen 9's, but we're talking
I
about
think
Generation
the design for Jenny, the gym leaders were amazing.
Yeah,
9. They were great.
I
And
think
we didn't see Nessa at all in the anime. I'm upset.
we don't talk about it.
I know.
I
Yeah,
think
you know, like, we don't talk about it because Pokemon Journeys is a Mickey Mouse series. So
okay,
yeah.
we
Oh my
get it.
god.
But like, I feel like I think my favorite gym leaders from Gower were probably a 3-way tie between Nessa, Piers, and Melanie. Ryan is also great too.
Mommy.
Sorry, mommy.
Oh
My,
my
My
I think
favorite
honestly-
is Piers and Nessa too.
honestly, I think they're all great. To be honest,
They're
Yeah,
all
all of them are
great.
really
I
great.
don't even know if I have a favorite. To be honest,
They're all great.
And something that I really like that they have a gym leader that intentionally chooses to not use the big gimmick of the region with Piers.
yeah.
Oh yes.
I think it's cool.
Plus Piers has his own unique theme, which slaps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Talking about the theme, I think that the gym leader music is probably the best out of every single one.
Yes.
and plus
Yeah.
plus
Yeah.
Piers was the leader
Yeah.
of Team Yell.
Yeah.
Although Team Yell as a set of characters, it's yeah, but like Team Yell was just okay in my opinion. Like they were kind of
they were-
a Team Skull 2.0, and I didn't really
they were-
like
they were
them that
mid.
much.
They were mid. They were definitely mid.
Like Marnie and Piers
I
were the
like-
best parts of them.
Oh, apart from Marnie, because Marnie was the best rival. I don't care what anyone says, but the rest it's mid. It's
I
mid.
agree.
I
I see.
disagree, but alright.
Uh,
Look, fight me then.
Oh my god.
Anyway, but like as a whole, Sword Shield are pretty all right.
They're good.
yeah.
They definitely set a precedent for what the series could become, and like looking back at it now, it's clear that this was meant to be like some kind of beta for what Pokemon could become in the future. Because looking at the games
Yeah.
that we have
It's
now,
weird. It is weird to see an entire generation basically go to just be Beta Gen 9, but that's not what it was.
and like I gotta get some footage of from Gen 8 for a video that I'm making. It's gonna be so weird to go back to those games after playing Scarlet and Violet. And like even when I booted up Gen 6 and 7 for getting footage for the same video, it felt weird to go back to those. I think it's just because I'm so used to playing Scarlet and Violet that going back to an older game just feels weird at first.
Imagine how I'm gonna feel when I go back to older games, Kyle. Because I've been playing Scarlet non-stop. And
You
I'm on my fourth playthrough.
You
been
played
playing
Scarlet
Scarlet.
4
You've been
times
Scarlet
in the last
like
2 weeks!
He played Scarlet like 5 million times already, and you probably won't stop.
No, I won't stop. I don't have plans to stop. I have my plan is to use every single new Pokemon in on a playthrough team currently.
Oh my
I thought you were gonna
god.
say every single new Pokemon as a start. I was like, oh my.
Oh my god.
No, not a starter. No.
Alright.
No.
Anyway,
Yeah.
one last thing before we get to Scarlet and Violet.
I do want to do a Flamigo only one though because I love Flamigo and
Oh my
Flamigo
God.
might be my favorite Gen 9 mon. If between that and Skeldurge.
Alright, one last thing before before we do dive into Scarlet and Violet. That's because a few weeks ago, I'm hearing an echo from you, Ori.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Alright, but anyway. a few weeks ago, we did get some new sales numbers for Major Pokemon games on the Switch as of September 30th. So for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, they sold 14.81 million copies. Sword and Shield are the second best-selling games in the series at 25.37 million copies sold. Brilliant Diamond Shiny... Yeah. Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl sold 14.92 million, and Legends Arceus sold 13.91 million.
Dang, BDSP and Legends Arceus are neck and neck.
Yeah. And, like, Scarlet and Violet, like, they set a Nintendo record here.
Because built different.
Deserved.
Like, in the first 3 days of them being on sale, they sold 10 million copies. Making it the biggest game launch in Nintendo history. Like they were already setting pre-order records, and here we go. In the first 3 days of them being on sale 2 weeks ago, and they sold already over 10 million. That's just absurd. Like, I can only imagine just how much more they've sold by this point. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's close to like 20 million by this point, or even 25 million.
I'm shocked that they beat out like Mario and Zelda.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, I know Pokemon are like the biggest franchise in the world, but when it comes to like Nintendo launches, I still think of like Mario and Zelda as higher prestige to Nintendo. So it's very strange.
But
I think it's really deserved though, because Scarlet and Violet are amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, they're great. They're buggy as fuck, but they're great.
Yeah. Let's get the elephant out.
The glitches are what makes it great.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, from BDSP and Scarlet and Violet, I discovered I find glitches fun.
Glitches are funny as frick.
Yeah, I see clips of some really funny glitches of Scarlet and Violet on Twitter, and some of them are just hilarious to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I've been doing some like backward long jumps because which basically just allows you to climb stuff before you can climb. So
You're basically playing Mario 64.
Yeah, oh, you are, yeah. You just jump backwards, and you're able to just like not slide down the cliff. So
Oh
it's just
God.
you can just use it to climb a cliff. Awesome.
I didn't even know that glitch was in the game, so good to know.
Yeah.
I do wonder if
It's really easy to do.
I do wonder if that got patched with the 1.1 update that came out a couple days ago, though.
I
Oh,
don't think
true.
so.
The only thing that they patched was the Elite Four music wasn't playing, so that's what they patched. And then the duplicating glitch, they also patched that.
Yeah, Nintendo also stated in their in the patch notes that other sort bug fixes have been made, but they haven't specified which ones were fixed.
Yeah,
because there's just so many.
Yeah, like the games right now do not run well. Like I love them, but like they are poorly optimized.
No, they don't run well at all.
No.
Like especially in the big cities, they're kind of laggy.
Yeah, they're kind of
I
like a
think-
slideshow.
The place where it's always at the worst for me is a Castle Royale Lake. That lake for me at least was so laggy, like my first time playing it, that when I caught Pokemon, the noise of like the book appearing in the Pokédex played before the book appeared in the Pokédex.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that happened to me sometimes too.
Yeah, it did happen to me too. At some
It
points.
happens in some mirrors, especially on the bamboo part, because it's like the frames in there is like 1 per second. It's like horrible in there.
The frame rate is awful, honestly.
Yeah, like
Yeah, no, like being honest, like all those like random NPCs when they're like five steps away from you, just like
They're still choppy.
just
They're
one-
very choppy.
probably the most choppiest things I'd ever seen. They're
Yeah.
just
It's like from a technical perspective, Skyrim are a mess. But like
Yes,
Yeah.
underneath it, the game is fucking amazing.
it is amazing. The best game since Legends Arceus.
And the Legends Arceus came out earlier this year.
Yeah.
And like Pokemon had 2 banger releases in 1 calendar year. That is just unheard of.
Banger after banger.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And like, but when you look past the technical issues, because to me it wasn't enough to distract me from my overall enjoyment with the game. But like,
No,
the game
no,
is
not for me either.
it's just incredible. Like, I think this might have my favorite story of any Pokemon game. Honestly, like
Honestly,
Yeah, no.
honestly, I agree.
Yeah, that's a sentiment that I've seen a lot of people share. Yeah.
like the characters are all just so good. I haven't even met every single character because I didn't do any of the classes at the academy in my first playthrough. Like,
me,
School.
me neither.
Get to
Me
school.
neither. I don't
Yeah.
care about school.
Yeah.
I haven't been to school.
but like,
Yeah, I still need. Yeah. I've done like all the biology classes, but that's it. That's it. I need
That's
to go
better
do
than me.
more. More. 'Cause,
I
like,
just
'cause,
finished.
like I know the history teacher teaches you about like the Rune Quartet. I want to know their lore, so there's some of the
Okay.
history.
But like, I just been spending so much time just exploring. Like, this is probably the most fun I've had exploring in the Pokemon game, even more so than Legends Arceus, and that, like I said, came out earlier this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like I think that's to do with the fact that in Scarlet and Violet the world is entirely open.
Yeah,
Whereas Legend Arceus, it's just 5 medium-sized areas that are open.
yeah. But I just, like I said, I love all the characters. The Pokemon roster is outstanding. Like, I think this might have my favorite
is my
roster of
favorite.
any new generation.
I don't know if it's my favorite out of any new generation, but it's definitely phenomenal.
It's very much up
It
there for
is.
me.
I don't know if it's my favorite, but like I love a lot of the new ones.
Yeah.
Like, there are so few
Um,
Pokemon that I actually dislike. Like,
Tinkaton gang.
but speaking of,
Totoro?
what are y'all's favorite Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet?
Tinkaton.
Mine is probably Dashman, to be honest.
Oh, Dachshund.
I was expecting Grafaiai.
Wait,
I
what?
like Graphite too.
Oh, Grafaiai!
Yeah.
I like Dashman.
Mine.
It's so adorable.
Yeah, you're not wrong, to be honest. Like, I wasn't a big fan of Fido, but then I saw Dashboard and I was like, and I fell in love because Dashboard is such a good design. Like,
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
like,
like,
Basically a dog and it's baked. Like that's so cool.
yeah,
So
and it's
cool.
got a good ability too.
Yes.
yes.
Like- Darkspawn is definitely a top 3 favorite new Pokemon for me.
I think my favorite new Pokemon, like I said earlier, is
Flamigo?
between Skeledirge and Flamigo.
Honestly, like Skeledirge is a top contender for me too. It's so cool.
Yeah, Skeledirge is awesome. I think
Yeah,
my
honestly, I really like it's both Skeledirge and Meowscarada. I'd still have mixed feelings with Alphaville, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't like.
I kind of don't like it either, to be honest.
I do not like Quaxwell, but I think Quaxwell is okay. That's it.
I like the middle evolution, whatever the name for that is.
Like Quaxwell.
oh, Quaxwell.
Yeah. But
I don't like that at all.
I'm kind of mid on
The only one I like is-
mid on the final evolution.
Like the only one I like is Quaxwell.
Yeah, no, Quaxley is the only one that I actually like it, look, or like have like a concrete like 4 out of the entire line, and that's
Yeah,
still after me using them.
who can like the duck though? It's cute.
Yeah, Quaxley.
No, yeah,
All the starters are really good.
Yeah, to me, Quaxwell might be the worst starter we've had since Quilladin.
Wow.
Damn.
And Quilladin is grass pignite, so that's saying
Yeah. Quilladin is ugly.
I agree though. I
yeah.
agree.
But like for me, it's like Pignite and Ember are the worst, then Quilladin, then Quaxwell.
Wow.
It's still a Chespin line for me.
That's definitely fair.
Yeah, but I can't.
At least Chespin itself is very cute.
But so is Quaxley.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
maybe this is my water starter bias speaking, but I don't mind the Quaxley line, honestly. I think
I don't mind the final evolution to me.
like I kind of like Quackball actually. It's kind of goofy and to me that's fun.
It's a gay dancing duck.
No, not for me.
Like it's got
I mean,
also I remember when during our last episode when Honey and I were predicting the starter evolution types, well, we were basically spot on with all of them.
Yeah. Because I said it'd be water fighting.
Yeah, you called water fighting, and I think you also called Skeleturgist design too. I mean, not design, type.
Yeah, I think most of us did, to be honest.
Yeah, 'cause
everyone was saying
I thought, like,
would be Fire Ghost. Everyone was saying that Fuecoco would be Fire Ghost. So.
Yeah, since Fuecoco
Yeah.
was
I
like Ghost
thought
Pepper.
because, like Fuecoco would become Fire Ghost because he's like kind
It's
of
Ghost
peppered.
Pepper.
They're like
Ghost Pepper.
Yeah. I didn't actually think he would be Fire Ghost. It could be just got that with Explosion.
Yeah, I was having a little trouble being convinced that we were going to get a second Fire Ghost starter in the row, but I also said in the last episode that this is coming from the same company that made 3 firefighting starters in a row. So what do I know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's why. Yes,
You can
and
never.
that's why I'm convinced the next Flareball starter we'll get
Fire
will
Ghost.
will be Fire Ghost, and
Oh my
then
God.
everyone will hate it, and they'll do something else.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh my god. Could you imagine though? That'd be so funny.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I'd honestly love to see that. That'd be funny.
That would be
Yeah.
so funny.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think my personal favorite Pokemon from the game would probably be either Meowscarada or Palafin. Like it's really a toss up between both of them. I
There.
love
I like Masquerada.
honestly it might be my favorite grass starter, honestly.
Yeah.
Like it's a fun Pokemon in my opinion. Like it's definitely furry bait.
Yeah, of course, but
we
Game
don't-
Freak knows what they're doing.
We don't talk about.
Yeah, no.
But like
Like,
it's
no,
still
no, like the years I have just learned to accept Game Freak knows what they're doing, and
Honest,
even Breakson, I love Breakson. I just learned to accept Game
honestly,
Freak knows what
Game
they're
Freak
doing.
has been making furry bait since the beginning of time.
Yeah,
like
true.
Actually,
Lucario,
I
Lopunny.
would say Gen 4 when it started.
That's what I mean. I was saying Lucario, Lopunny.
Yeah.
I mean you could also argue that they started it with Gardevoir, but that's a discussion for another day.
Yes,
don't
the
think there was
discussion of furry bait.
Where are we even going?
I was just pointing out that Meowscarada was furry bait and we had to decide.
I think it definitely was Lopunny.
Yes, Lopunny for all the furry baits.
Anyway, get back on track here because even despite that, I just love Meowscarada so much. Like
Masquerada is cool.
it's such a fun design and like I said already, I think it might be my favorite grass starter.
It's probably mine. I think it's amazing.
I just
Hey, yo!
hey yo!
First, Rigoraph and now Lopunny.
What? Wari! Oh my god!
Hear me out.
Oh,
Oh my
no.
god.
Y'all! What have y'all become? Okay, but getting back on track here. I really like how Meowscarada is a magician. I think that is so fun. And like Ferragato.
Okay, but Delphox did it first.
But like,
Even Meowscarada did it better. Sorry.
I mean, yeah. But like, I also really like how Ferragato has a yo-yo. And I think that's just so fun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think it looks so.
Florigato.
It's like a trickster, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
it's just
yeah. Florigato might be. I don't know. Florigato is one of my favorite middle stage starters. I think of all time. I mean, so is Crocodile for me because he's just a big goofy boy. I love him, but like,
like I just can't help but love Meowscarada. Like I've been set on Sprigatito since day one, and I am so glad that it came out as well as it did. Like some people were worried that it was going to be ugly because it was going to go bipedal, but like I cared more about the design itself rather than more than
They were
it being-
also worried that Sprigatito was gonna stand up.
yeah.
I remember seeing this art. It was like Incineroar holding Sprigatito. It was like, release your anger. Stand up.
I think I saw that actually.
yeah. To be honest, I love how we got Gallagher though as a more analytic starter.
Oh
It's
yeah.
It's actually, I think, one of the only final fire starter evolutions that stays on 4s.
Let me think. There's Charmander, Cyndaquil. Typhlosion goes both bipedal and quadrupedal times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
Then
Skeletor
there's
just stays on 4 all the
Infernape,
time.
Emboar, Delphox, Incineroar, Cinderace. I think
Yep.
the other is the first one really.
Yeah. I look. It's
Yeah,
good
theoretically-
because like
theoretically,
it's a
they could-
croc, so it deserves to stay on all 4.
Theoretically, they can all.
I mean, Sluggish one too.
Yeah.
I can't add this, but sorry, what are you saying?
I was saying that theoretically, all of them can go on first.
Yeah, they can.
I mean, yeah.
Then you have Water, which
I mean, Quackable would be
think-
weird as a quadruped.
Yeah.
no, I'm not saying it should have been. I'm just saying, like, in terms of this trend for water types, you have
Emerald?
they all stand up. One part goes on 4 legs sometimes.
Except for Samurott.
Yeah, Samurai.
Yeah, except for Samurai. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think my favorite starter of the 3 is still Meowscarada, even though I am going to be using Quackable once I go to Violet.
Yeah, mine is also.
But what about
No,
Flake Coco?
I'm most Skeletors too, but I gotta use water
Then
starters
go-
at
then
least
go-
once in my playthroughs.
If I do a
No,
second,
you
I'll-
need Flake Coco. Flake Coco. Flake Coco.
Okay, too many people talking. Too many people talking.
Flake Coco.
Everyone, shut up!
Wait,
Everyone, shut up!
Flake Coco.
Too many people talking. Thank you.
Flake Coco.
Okay, guys, stop. Thank you, Jesus.
Flake
Wait.
Coco.
Oh my fucking lord.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, we get it. We get it.
Oh my god.
I haven't even gotten to talking about Palafin yet because we just keep going on about starters. Because like, yeah, this Pokemon was a little bit pain in the
We
neck
finally got a dolphin mon.
I am so fucking happy we finally got a dolphin. Like, I have been.
Yes.
So many people have been hoping for a dolphin Pokemon for so long, and when I remember finding it for the first time, and my heart instantly melted. Like
It's so cute.
I wish
Yeah, no.
I wish I was recording my reaction to when I found Finizen, because
Yeah,
the way my heart
It's
melted,
really cute.
the way my heart melted in real time was just it's so precious. It's a pain in the
I
neck to
know.
evolve.
I wish it didn't have a shit evolution method though.
yeah, it's a pain in the neck to
Yeah.
evolve, but like
Yeah, it really sucks. It really sucks.
I
The
did not.
annoying thing is, the annoying thing is, there's actually a Pokemon with the worst evolution methods than Finizen and Scarlet Violet.
Wait, which one?
Gimme go.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Give me gold to golden go. Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard about it. Yeah.
you got to get 999 gimme gold coins, and that's just a pain in the neck.
I ain't got time for that.
Well, if I'm gonna complete the decks, I gotta collect them all. So, yeah.
I don't care to complete the deck, so I'm never doing it.
Unfortunately, Goldengo is good and competitive. So
Yeah.
and
It's
competitive.
so annoying to play against a Goldengo.
What?
But if we had, you could hear Mori talking and Britt talking, and Rick's is echoing from Mori's side.
I know it's confusing.
Oh, Rick, what are you saying?
Oh no, I was just saying how fucking Goldengo was so annoying to play against. Like Goldengo Murkrow, I want to just kill myself.
Wow.
Can't believe Murkrow is becoming a really viable pick in Gen 9.
Wow.
About time.
It's probably the most used Pokemon right now because of how good it is.
But yeah, getting back to my thoughts on Palafin. Like going from fitness into Palafin's zero form.
I don't like the zero form.
No, the hero form.
It's the hero form you're talking about.
It's Norcraft.
Because like its zero form is basically the same as Palafin. I mean, Finizen, but just with a heart on its chest.
Oh, so what's it called when it turns ugly?
The hero form.
Hero form.
Okay, that's the one I don't like.
I kind of like it actually. It's really powerful. Also,
Yeah,
that
but it's
echo is getting
ugly.
bad.
Yeah, it really is getting bad. I can't blame Lori though.
But also I got to see what the shiny looks like, and it becomes purple, and it's so cute.
I am finally a good shiny for Gen 8.
We're talking about Gen 9.
Shit, Gen 9. I'm still stuck in Gen 8 apparently.
I think you got carried away by the trees.
Yeah.
But like,
We do have better trees in Gen 9 though.
even if the graphics are kind of worse overall.
Yeah.
Because like that's really the biggest issue that a lot of people have, and that's like the biggest unanimous complaint about the game. And yeah, it's definitely valid because, like I said already,
Yes.
they are not optimized very well.
No.
And like Nintendo stated in a post that they said about the update, even on the website, it says, quote, "We are aware that players may encounter issues that affect the game's performance. Our goal is to always give players a positive experience with our games, and we apologize for the inconvenience. We take the feedback from players very seriously and are working on improvements for the games." So hopefully this will mean that we get some kind of improvement for performance in the future, because the 1.1 update did not really improve performance all that much.
Yeah. Okay. We need to talk about the story because it's amazing.
Big spoiler alert for those watching on YouTube.
3.
For like the 2 people who watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the story, because holy shit, that was wild.
3, 2, 1, goodbye. They killed
You
off.
are now spoiled.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
So-
killed off the MILF. I am pissed.
I
I'll never
that
do
was
it.
a bigger twist than them revealing Penny to be Cassiopeia.
I was
Yeah,
legitimately
obviously.
shocked to hear when that Penny was the leader of Team Star. Like, I never saw that coming.
I wasn't shocked.
That was
Except for Kyle because he never saw it coming.
I should have saw it coming.
Yeah.
But like, Penny's battle theme slaps so fucking hard.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yes. Yes.
And I think, and like Area Zero in general is just nuts.
Oh, Area Zero theme. It's very
Yeah, like that's one of the best songs in the entire Pokemon series, and like the final boss battle theme.
Oh my god, the final boss battle itself.
God,
the-
like the battle
whole
itself was
battle-
amazing, and Toby Fox went baller on that song.
Oh my god, yes. But they killed off Turo. Why?
I'll never go over it. I'll never go over it.
Oh my
I can't believe I'm in love with a robot.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Please.
Please defeat me.
I know. Like
I like the part where when you're gonna battle either Sada or Turo, there's a dialogue that says Professor Sada or Professor Turo is ready to battle, and then it slightly glitches
Yeah.
to say
Yeah,
Professor
and-
Sada or
I thought
Turo
that was very cool.
has no longer in
no will to
something-
fight.
yes.
Yeah, I looked back at that on YouTube because I completely missed it in my first playthrough.
Yes,
'Cause, like,
it's
it
there for,
happens
like,
so
a split
quickly.
second.
It's easy
Yeah.
to miss.
Yeah.
Wait, what did it say?
Probab-
What did it say?
When during the Paradise Defense Protocol battle, when the text was saying you are challenged. At first, it starts says you are challenged by AI / AI Turo, but then it starts to glitch to you are challenged by Paradise Defense Protocol. But as it's glitching, you see AI Sada / AI Turo has no will to fight,
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
and like that's,
It's such a neat detail, and probably finally the only intended glitch for the entire game.
yeah, true. But like Area Zero was
Out
probably
of
the
the 1,000 glitches,
but, like Area Zero was probably the best looking area in the game, even though it was insanely bright.
Area Zero is like my favorite location in the entire game,
Oh yeah, same.
hands down, no competition.
And I also loved Team Star. Like when in the trailers they looked really goofy, but like when you actually play the story, there's so much more to them, and I love them.
They're great.
Like they might,
Honestly, they're really great.
yeah. And I think Nimona might be my new favorite rival. Honestly, like her character is just so good.
Nimona, so
Yeah,
all
same.
the characters are
her
so
final battle
good.
team goes so hard.
Yeah, her final battle theme is incredible, and I feel
Yeah,
so
yeah.
bad for Arvin.
Arvin has such a tragic story. I feel so
Yeah.
bad
It
for him.
does.
Like imagine
Yeah.
not having your parent home for nearly all your life, only to find out that your parent died.
That is
And
so
then-
tragic.
And then during all this you have the compelling story of his Mabostiff.
Yeah.
Like
This guy's
it's
been
so
through
sad.
It's really sad. Like the story itself was just so good.
All of the characters are really good.
DLC
The
better
DLC
be about
better
making
yes,
Arvin happy. Yes, please.
We need to travel with Arvin to either the past or the future to meet their mother, or
Depending on the version.
yeah, depending on the version.
And I really like how the final boss had nothing but Paradox Pokemon. That is such a cool concept.
Yeah,
It's funny how they're all in Master Balls too.
I
Yeah,
know, right?
where it makes Arvin
Player
a
makes
sandwich
Arvin a
instead of-
sandwich.
Yeah,
That
would be so sweet.
He deserved better.
Also, I really like how we get the bond with Koraidon and Miraidon throughout the entire story. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Koraidon gives me Toothless vibes, and I love that.
Yeah.
It is Toothless.
It's adorable, honestly.
Miraidon is really adorable too. Or Nimby, but better.
Yeah, like I was talking about this with Aiden like the other day, and without spoiling anything, but like I was like, the way that you bond with the Box Art Legendary reminds me a lot of how Sun and Moon handled those. And like,
Yeah,
I
but-
love that.
Yeah, but yes, but the key difference is you actually get to travel with the legendary, and instead of it showing up with with an NPC every 2 minutes. Like,
yeah, yeah.
They did it better.
like plus,
I mean,
yeah, plus
I'll
Koraidon and Miraidon have more personality than Nebby. I'm sorry.
No, I agree.
don't get me wrong, I love Sun and Moon and this story, but like I think I have to agree.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You gotta put the bias to the side.
Yeah, like
Take off the nostalgia glasses.
I am just so biased toward all it's not even funny. Like just as a whole, like
also, I'm really glad that they did not make Clavel evil.
like the whiplash I got at the end of Starfall Street was so funny.
You're like the first person I've seen to not expect Penny.
Same, yeah. I
Like I wish I was on voice chat with you guys during that.
Like, everybody I know that played the game was like, oh, this is no news, you know.
I wish I was on voice chat with you guys to witness the ending of Starfall Street. Because that would have been, because I imagine my reaction would have been golden to you all.
Okay, but that battle where he basically says, "Oh yeah, I'm Cassiopeia," was so funny.
Yeah, that's why I said I got so much whiplash.
No, like when the first time I saw that, he's like, "Oh, I'm Cassiopeia." I'm like, "Stop lying."
I believed it actually.
I believe so.
I was like,
believed it actually.
I was like, even when I spread misinformation on the internet.
No, but I believed it actually because like for the beginning of the game, I was convinced that he was Cassiopeia at first. But then Penny started being sus.
Yeah.
She vented, that's why.
Yeah, then Penny started saying suspicious things like, "Oh, I'm good at hacking," and I'm like,
Like I should have caught on to that, but I didn't for some reason.
She was on electrical, that's why.
And I really like how Penny's team is just all evolutions. Like that
the
is
best
just so
team.
Yeah. It would have been the perfect team if it just had Espeon, but
And Glaceon.
true.
She probably has one, to be honest.
She probably just
Well,
rotates them out.
Yeah.
I mean, in like the post game, you get to go to Penny's room, and there's no, and like it has all of her EVs in it, but not like Espeon or Glaceon. It's just on your battle.
Bruh.
Sad times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Kawaha's.
Yeah, I said, I was like, I was like,
Okay,
he sus.
okay, but honestly, Cloud was a really great character too.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I was pretty suspicious of Clavel from basically the beginning, but like he actually
Yeah.
would be a great character.
He really was. Like he's more of the professor, to be honest.
Boom, boom,
More than.
But oh my god, I just can't get enough of the story in the game. Like it's just all fantastic.
It's so funny how like Clavel is just like, check this out, Amogus, and then just throws in Among Us.
Oh, so that's why he has Among Us, because he dresses up as Clive.
There's the Buster Among Us.
Yes.
Among Us is still living throughout every single game.
Wait, it's always been Among Us. Always has.
Always has been.
Okay, but like also the gym leaders. Shout out to the gym leaders who are all being amazing.
They're all amazing. I love them. I love
I don't
them.
think I have to say a word, right?
No.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, our favorite gym leader, except for Ray, because we know his one. Go.
Tulip.
I don't know.
I honestly gotta say
Mine-
Tulip for mine.
Mine is either Larry or Iono.
All of them are just fantastic, but like
They're
I just Tulip's hot, okay?
Tulip is hot.
Yeah, she is.
She's very hot.
I think for my second favorite, I think I gotta say either Katie or Grusha. Like I just don't think there's a single bad gym leader in Scarlet and Violet.
No, there isn't. They're all great.
One of my favorites is Kofu, because he just Crusher Week
Oh,
2.
Oh yeah,
I-
love Crusher
Kofu.
Week.
I immediately thought of Crusher Week too.
The gym challenge was funny because you had to take his wallet.
Yeah.
And do
And then
this
he had to
stupid
win- he had
auction.
to- he had to win the auction. That was funny.
Could you imagine if there was no cutscene directly after he tells you, "Oh, go buy the item," and then we like ran off with his wallet?
Hey, come back here! No.
Oh my god. But I will say a lot of the
I
gym
mean-
tests were really easy.
The gym
Yeah,
tests were
yeah,
kinda
but they were
bad,
really
the gym
fun.
Yeah,
tests-
I feel like they weren't meant to be hard.
No, they're really fun, especially Iono's puzzle.
Yeah, no. I almost was.
You gotta
fun.
find the
Mainly because-
imposter among
Mainly
everyone.
because I feel involuntary, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a game of
Yeah.
Among Us where you find the imposter.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Also, the funniest dialogue in Iono's gym battle was when someone donated money to Iono.
Yeah, it was like 5,000 cookie dollars or something like that.
Yeah. Electro King donated. Yes, exactly.
I didn't even see that.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That was,
that was
funny.
funny. That was like so funny. I was like laughing.
yeah, yeah,
Game Freak's so
Um,
self-aware.
yeah. To be honest, yeah, I think there's only one bad gym puzzle throughout the entire thing, and that's Philip's one because it's so boring.
Wait, which one?
Which one?
Tulip's one.
Oh, tulips. Okay.
Tulip. What was Tulip's one again?
Oh,
Yeah, but at
that
least
was
you get-
basically the dance.
At least you get to see Dendro. Come on.
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
Wait, I'm still not
Because
remembering.
All of you guys skipped school, right?
Yes, I skipped school.
Yes. But anyway, yeah, the one where it's like you have to press like one of the 4 X, Y, A, or B buttons.
Oh,
that-
yeah,
and
I
that- and
remember.
that
corresponds to,
I remember now.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
give
that-
you
that was
they give you so
so
much time
tedious, I hate
to press a button, and
Yeah.
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 It was
I
really
didn't-
bad. It was so boring and slow and
I didn't mind
Because-
it, but like, yeah.
it was just okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
Also, I thought Grucius was gonna be like very difficult considering that it was the final gym test in the game, but no, it was actually one of the
it's like
easiest.
when you did
No, that was
yeah.
fun.
It was
That
like
was
like
that one was fun actually.
like, but I saw that there was a time limit. I'm like, oh freak, how fast am I have to go? But turns out they gave you more than enough time, like more than you'll
Yeah.
ever need.
Yeah, but it was still fun though.
Yeah, I really liked Grucius. I think that one might be my favorite.
Yep.
Also, I found it really easy to overlevel in this game from all the exploring that they encourage you to do.
Yeah, because you explored a lot.
Yeah, you were
Yeah, it
exploring
took
the
me, like-
whole region without challenging a single gym leader.
Yeah, it took me like 40 hours to complete the main game because I just finished.
Oh my god.
Because I just took so much time exploring. Also, I didn't want to rush it. Plus, there was just so much to see and do.
I
Plus,
feel like I feel like I'm being targeted here.
plus Paldea is
Oh,
just
God.
massive.
Yeah, you finished the game like twice before Kyle would finish at least once.
yeah.
She had like
She
Mori
finished-
over here.
She finished it twice before I did too, I think.
Like, she finished her first playthrough not even 24 fucking hours after the game came out.
She's basically speed, I guess. You can't argue.
Yes, and there are people. Let's think. Not even think. The current world record for the Scarlet speed run, because Scarlet is faster, is 5 hours, 45 minutes, and 8 seconds.
Bruh.
Bruh.
How do you spend
And fun
only
fact,
5 hours in a
the
game?
I don't know, but fun fact: the main for that run is Flamigo. So you know.
Oh,
Oh my
so is that
god.
why you want to do a solo Flamingo run?
No, actually, I just really love Flamigo. It's like,
Yeah, that's
but like,
fair.
you
That's
know, like,
definitely fair.
the problem of being faster than light is that you can only live in darkness.
Like Flamingo is busted for early game though.
I love Flamingo.
Yeah.
It's great.
But yeah, also like I think I already commented on the soundtrack, but like, the soundtrack is just incredible.
Favorite theme. Let's go.
Final boss.
Nimona Champion.
I think for me it's the Team Star Grunt theme.
Oh, okay.
Mine
It
is
goes so
probably-
hard for no reason.
Mine is probably Penny.
That's also
Penny
fair.
is really,
Yeah.
Penny is really valid.
That goes so hard for no reason.
It does.
Although Area Zero is a close second for me.
Oh, Area
I was
Zero's
kinda
theme.
thinking-
Area Zero's theme is amazing.
It's absolutely banger. Like, oh my god. also, I got a comment.
That's the last thing before you die.
Yes.
Also, you got games on your phone. Oh my god. Oh my god. Also, there's just one thing that annoys me. There's no sparkles in the overworld for when you find a shiny.
Yeah. Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
god. Why? Why Game Freak? Why?
Oh yeah, I blame Game Freak because I most likely missed the shiny because of that feature.
The chicken nuggets are ready. but
Like,
like,
how can you not include a sparkle, especially when some Pokemon look exactly almost the same as their shinies.
Exactly.
Look at new Paldean Tauros and Tandemaus.
Oh my god, Paldean Tauros is. Oh my god. If someone actually finds that without a shiny, without the shiny, you're just insane.
Like, really, the only way that you're gonna be able to tell if a Pokemon is shiny or not without finding an obvious one is by using Let's Go.
Yeah, that's the best way to find out.
Yeah, that is the best way because apparently it doesn't kill them, right?
Yeah, it does not.
Yeah, it refuses to battle.
Oh, thank God! What is that? That is literally insulting.
There's no difference. There is no difference.
There's like a little on the chest, but like
That's it.
Well, that's like impossible. If you're playing on a handheld or even like on dock version, that's like impossible to see if you're not on the screen.
yeah,
And plus, if they're hiding
Yes.
in the tall grass, you can't even see them.
exactly. It's so stupid.
It's really stupid.
You have
Like,
like,
why does Game Freak? I feel like Game Freak wants to just make bad shinies for no reason.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I
Especially
don't
like
understand.
they just want chaos.
because there are definitely some Pokemon I do want a shiny hunt for, but some of them just have bad shinies. So I'm like, do I really want to hunt them?
I wonder how many bad shinies Gen 9 has, to be honest, because I haven't looked at all of them.
I haven't looked at all the shinies either, but like, I think the best might be
Yeah,
Koraidon.
Koraidon looks amazing.
I haven't seen
And
Koraidon.
all of the past ones, they look much better than the future because future they're just all chrome.
Bruh. I haven't even seen any of the.
I like the
Paradox
future.
ones.
I like the future forms, but I wish all of them weren't Chrome.
Yeah, like the shiny, all of them they're just chrome. That's it.
Yeah, I haven't
Oh my
seen. I
God.
actually have not seen every single Pokemon in the game yet, so I gotta be mindful of spoilers.
I mean, you're not. Oh yeah, you're gonna play Violet soon.
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna be playing Violet soon.
Oh
so
yeah.
you don't want to see the future forms until you play Violet.
Yeah, I'd rather just wait to see them until I see them in game.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I was gonna talk about them right now. Because yeah,
Oh, okay.
Well, at least we can talk about the past ones, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah. My favorite one is Salamence.
Oh, Roaring Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's
I don't
amazing.
remember their names, so just get used to me saying, "Oh, past Salamence" or something.
I think
Yeah, the names are weird. Yeah, like I didn't even know that there were other like past Paradox Pokemon until I got Screamtail over Surprise Trade.
I was wondering how you knew about Screamtail before you got to Area Zero.
Yeah, like you were so confused because like I was on voice chat with you three when I was finishing Scarlet,
Right.
and Funny was all confused about the fact that I knew about Screen Tail before I actually found one in Area Zero. And then I explained the
Yeah.
Then I
So
explained the
wait,
context.
what? Plot twist?
Because like I didn't see any leaks before the games came out.
Okay, but I remember when AI Sada sent out Roaring Moon, and then there was like a moment of silence from Kyle, and then you were like, "Hello."
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I went, hello.
Oh, watching your reaction, just seeing AI Sada was just
Oh yeah,
amazing.
that was funny. That was funny.
That was
so funny.
wild.
I was waiting for that entire moment.
I was freaking the hell out during that whole ending.
Oh my god, that was insane.
Like from the moment that Sada we saw was an AR one, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? What the frick is happening? To the whole time machine shit at the ending, and I'm like, this is trippy, but it's so cool.
It
Like-
really is cool. And even the text during the battle itself
Yeah,
was
like
cool.
it was all messed up and stuff like that. It was just
Yeah.
it was wild.
I can't believe Game Freak was like, hey, decide on your Pokemon professors for your Pokemon game, and then they're just robots.
Hey, I wanted to see you decide your Professor Pokemon, your favorite one, and then we're gonna make you watch them die.
Oh my god.
That ending was so sad. But like I loved how after the final boss fight, you get to have a clash with the other Koraidon / Miraidon, depending on which version you're playing.
Yeah, for me it was Miraidon, obviously.
And like
Yeah, that was to be honest, that was obviously it was like a plan because
Yeah.
obviously, you know,
It's
Yeah,
the power
that
of
that fight was
battle.
definitely scripted. But like
But
it was still really cool.
it was such a Mickey Mouse fight. Like
Oh
really,
my. Do you use Mickey Mouse for everything?
yeah.
Wow. If I had a nickel for every time he calls
No.
Mickey Mouse,
No.
I'd have
Oh my
two nickels. It isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happens twice, right?
I mean, at this point, it's not even 2 nickels. It's like
It's
7,000.
it's like 10 nickels at this point.
You get what I mean. But
But yeah,
yeah,
like that fight, like it felt like it's just like my friends are my power.
Yeah, the power of friendship, man.
like the first phase of that fight just felt kind of hopeless in a way because your Pokeballs are locked, and there's like nothing else you could do except send out Koraidon / Miraidon because that Pokeball was registered to the professor's ID.
Yeah, that was the point. There's literally no way you can lose in that fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like
That fight is honestly located. Yes, it is.
yeah, and something I really appreciate is at the beginning of the second phase. It keeps making me think that I'm listening to the fanfare for when you obtain a Z Crystal in Sun and Moon.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And like I saw one comment of that on YouTube, and I'm like, I can't unhear that now. Tatsugiri!
I love Tatsugiri. I use that on the final team.
Like this tiny little thing being the false dragon titan was hilarious.
Yes, I love it.
Basically the Rock.
That's so funny. Like just oh my god, the whole story was just so good. The new Pokemon were amazing. Just everything about them, aside from the technical issues, were just incredible.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And honestly, this
Yeah.
honestly, this might be a contender for my favorite Pokemon game, even though Legends came out earlier this year.
I mean, I don't blame you. It's really amazing. Oh my god.
Cyclozar. And like I remember before the games came out, like I was so convinced that there was gonna be some kind of connection between Cyclozar and Koraidon and Miraidon, and it turns out I was kind of right.
I mean, I feel like it was pretty obvious, right?
The Koraidon and Miraidon
Yeah.
are basically Paradox Cyclozar.
Yeah, they are.
The Pokédex says they're the.
They're
Paradox
literally
Pokemon.
classified as Paradox Pokemon.
Yep.
But like, I just love Koraidon so much. It's a big baby. And but the way it begs for Arvin sandwiches is adorable.
Yeah.
It's just an incredible game. And I just couldn't be happier. And I can only imagine how much better it's going to be once the game gets better optimized and gets eventual future more additional content.
DLC.
I think we will get DLC in 2023.
Yeah, I think so too. They already have it planned.
Also,
Probably
Lori,
working now as we speak.
Lori, you said that there was some kind of hint toward DLC in the game, right?
Yes, I did. I sent it into game chat. I don't know if you saw it, but
You sent it to me as well.
I definitely sent it to Harry.
I think it's like a hint to like a possible third legendary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't read it yet, but
Okay.
Is the book for that in the school?
Yep.
Okay, do I need to do any classes to read it, or can I just?
Nope.
You find it in the entrance.
Got it. Okay, so I can just go there easily. Anyway, the 7-star Dragon Terror Charizard raids are already active, and the first run goes until the Sunday, with the second run coming December 15th to the 18th. And people have already found ways to make it easy.
Yeah, you can basically
With Azumarill, yes, Azumarill is baby.
Azumarill plus
Yeah.
This is why Azumarill is great. I always believed in Azumarill. Yes, I like Azumarill and Ice.
I mean, Zumarill is amazing, so
Yes. I did say it was one of my favorite water types.
yeah, you did. All right. And there's also another distribution going on that's giving away some sandwich ingredients. And oops, I pasted the wrong thing. I meant to copy that. There we go. But anyway,
Yay!
yeah, here's the code for it, and I'll put it on screen in post as well. But this code gets you 10 of the following ingredients: peanut butter, prosciutto, hamburger, cream cheese, noodles, and rice. Oh look, a good shiny. Yeah, like shiny Azumarill is amazing.
It is.
Has all 4 of us gotten at least one shiny in Scarlet Violet?
Yes,
I think so.
finally.
Wait, what did you get?
I got a shiny Lord Vesta.
Oh,
Right.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I got 2 shinies.
Okay, we get it.
I am barely ever the Flex Master. Just give me this once.
Yeah, let her have this moment, guys.
Wait,
I honestly let anyone pass apart from Kyle, to be honest.
Oh my god.
Fuck you too, then.
wait,
Whoa. Okay. I'll take that to the grave.
Okay. Mori, were you gonna ask something?
I was just gonna go. Oh wait, I have 2 shinies as well. I forgot that.
Wow.
Wait, which other one do you have?
I have the Flamigo and the Hoppip.
Oh right, the Hoppip. Yeah, I forgot. Okay.
Yeah,
Everybody
the
has
Flamigo looks.
one.
I still do not like the Flamigo. God.
Yeah, it
For me, it looks like
it
it's
turned into a faded pink.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
so
like
pale.
Yeah.
Why do they keep making bad shinies? Ugh.
Yeah, my only shiny that I've gotten in this game isn't even one of the new Pokemon. It's a freaking Rookity.
Yeah, I got shiny Choodle and I actually forgot what my other shiny was.
Oh my god.
Oh, shiny Growlithe. Shiny Growlithe.
Growlithe.
Yeah, so I didn't even get a Gen 9 shiny.
Oh my god. So Lori's the only one in this group that actually did get a Gen 9 shiny.
Oh my god. That black one would be amazing.
Oh, those are so much better.
Apparently making good shinies is rare these days.
It's like they make one good shiny per generation. That's it.
I mean, the shiny starters are okay, actually. But Skeledirge that we have the best.
Skeledirge has the best one.
Oh, yeah.
What even is it? Is it like purple or like?
It's like
Like
a hot
ginger?
pink.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah, it's freaking amazing.
This is why you choose Suikoku, people.
Yeah. Oh,
You guys.
I sent 2 vaccines, so
Yeah, that's really cool.
yeah, that's a cool.
yeah,
Yeah, it's really cool. Quackable
I
actually
got
has a
one.
pretty good one too.
I
What is,
haven't seen. Yeah,
what
I
is-
haven't seen Crocodile actually. Just look up.
Yeah,
What
Quackable
is,
becomes teal, I
what
believe.
does Meowscarada shiny look like?
I think it's
Uh,
just a little bit lighter. I think that's it.
And the collar becomes purple. It's kind of meh.
Sounds underwhelming, to be honest.
Yeah, and the green is a little bit brighter, but like it's the collar is the most noticeable.
Oof.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah, it's not different.
I am so sad that Meowscarada got robbed of a good shiny. Because it's my favorite Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet.
Wait, Coco best.
Wow.
Damn.
It didn't even put effort. Like seriously.
Bruh.
I mean, that's almost every single shiny in this generation, to be honest.
So true. I wonder if they're all bad. I want to look through all of them, to be honest.
It's like, okay, let's put the saturation a little bit up. Call it a day.
I'm like, why?
I mean, Quackable is actually pretty alright.
What does that one look like?
I'm getting that right now. Alright, go here.
Here's one. That can look really good.
Oh, that
Oh,
one's
it's
Oh.
Revavroom. And
Oh, it's-
Yes,
yeah, that's shiny Quackable.
I don't like
oh.
it. Yeah.
Is that just
I don't
paler
like it.
blue?
It looks more like a
Yeah.
purple actually.
No, it's blue.
It's blue. It's blue.
That looks kind of lavender to me.
Yeah, I don't know. That looks blue to me.
That's
Yeah,
barely a
blue.
change.
Yeah. I mean,
It's actually much more noticeable when you put them side by side.
Yeah, because like the Quackable has like the darker blue, right?
Yeah, Quackable is more of like a navy blue,
Yeah.
whereas it's shiny. It goes more like a bright lavender. But,
Seems like a pale blue.
let me stand this side by side so you can see what I'm talking about. Like when you see them side by side.
Yeah.
yeah.
Shiny Quackable is just worse.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Like it takes away
Oh,
the whole theme of it, to be honest.
I'm not a fan, honestly.
Yeah, not either.
This looks mad because like Quackable is like the whole thing is that it's like it wants to be like the center of attention, and if you like just change the color to that, it's kind of just meh.
They basically said, okay, let's make Skeletors the only good shiny.
True.
Anyway, shiny Finizen.
Okay, at least that's good.
At least there's some change, you know.
I love the purple one. Honestly, it's adorable.
Purple as a shiny is mostly
That's
good. So
okay.
yeah.
It's like the same color as Coca-Cola, I guess, but
It's still good.
I think it's better though.
Let me see what. I don't remind myself what Palafin's hero form looks like. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more purple for. It's definitely a lot darker of a purple for Palafin's
Yo, that's
hero
a good
form.
shot.
Is that shiny
That's
past? Okay.
Oh yeah, that is yeah, shiny Slitherwing.
Neat.
Man, the paradox names are very hard to memorize.
Yeah, it'll probably take a while for me to remember them because I don't remember them now.
It trips me up that all the paradox mons have 2 words in their name instead of just one.
I don't mind it, but like I'm gonna take a while to remember them.
Yeah, like it took me a while to pronounce Meowscarada's name. Like I'm being real.
I mean it's Meow and Scarada. Meowscarada.
My mind was just trying to put 2 different words together, and I just don't know why.
Meowscarada. Oh my god. It.
It changes nothing. It
What
changes
the hell, Baxcalibur? What did they do to you?
Why do you do this to a pseudo legendary? Are you kidding me? This is just insulting.
I mean, to be honest, like it's actually kind of different. At least, like
Yeah,
it's
I do see the
pure and
change.
it's pink
It's-
flaws.
It's barely a difference.
Oh, the change is there, but it looks kind of just ass.
It's I don't know. Not a fan of that.
To be honest, actually, to be honest, I kind of love the teal. I just wish that they changed that they saturated that they saturated. Oh my god, that they put more saturation into it so it was brighter. But
I mean,
Yeah, I wish it was like a little bit more noticeable, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, Baxcalibur is one of the best Pokemon in the game by itself. Like,
yeah, great.
like it can. Like I saw someone just sweep half the Elite Four with just Baxcalibur.
Yep.
Because like set this thing up with Dragon Dance. There's one PokeTuber that I saw play Scarlet, and they had Baxcalibur, and they had it with the Dark Terror type, holding the loaded dice, and have Icicle Spirit and Dragon Dance. That thing is busted.
Yep. Hey, look, a good shiny. Oh my god, that's good.
We
Oh,
found one.
a
Finally,
Pokemon,
a good one.
a Pokemon that should not have been Gita's ace.
Why?
I disagree.
Like,
I-
I think it just has to do with this thing's ability. Like Toxic Debris is such a cool ability that should have been utilized at the start of the battle.
Maybe
yeah,
so.
I
but at the
agree with
same
that.
time,
But it fits Gita though.
I feel like it fits even. I
the
think.
more like this Pokemon was clearly designed to be Horace. Like you can't say that like that it shouldn't have been Horace when it's so clearly like modeled after her.
I don't know.
It's clearly designed to be suited for her.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
see it, but it's. I personally would have chosen something different.
Like what?
Like, but also, like, so many people were calling Gita's team bad, and I don't know. Like, yeah, she
Yeah,
was.
yeah, I've heard that.
To be honest, it was.
Like, she was not that difficult, but like, I don't think her team was awful.
I don't think her team was awful, to be honest.
No, I don't think her team was bad.
She was
But
just
she
more
wasn't
easy,
nice.
at least
Yeah.
for me. Also, her battle theme
The fact
slapped.
is, yeah, the fact is, she was always going to be an easier fight because she wasn't the final battle of the game.
True.
Yeah.
Like, it was still really fun to battle her. Also, I really loved how they have the final battle for the Pokemon League on top of the roof.
Yeah, that was great.
Like, that was cool. And her battle theme was just awesome, like I said already.
Plus Gita's mommy.
Yes. Very much. Like, y'all got to witness me simping when I was battling Gita.
Yeah,
I think we
Yeah.
all were, actually.
yeah.
No.
Not
Wow.
Rick.
Bruh.
I have a man, okay? He wasn't there, but he was in my heart.
Anyway. What else is there that I can add about these games, really? Because I think we've covered pretty much everything. At least at first glance.
I think we covered everything.
But yeah, all in all, just fucking amazing games. I love them to death.
Great games for Gen 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to make a video going over my favorite Pokemon from the game at some point. But I think I want to play through Violet first before I do that.
Quick and pick Fuecoco, yes.
You can't tell me what to do.
Okay, no, but like I'm suggesting to pick Fuecoco.
You were heavily implying that I should pick Fuecoco, in other words.
Yes.
Oh my god, Armor Ocean Silver Ledge. Man, they were such great Pokemon, but man, their shinies suck.
Yes, another example of shinies that suck.
Ugh. Man.
They could have easily been Black Knights.
Oh, look at Grafai.
Okay, that's actually noticeable too.
I like that. That is so cool.
See, I always pick the good ones. Grafai.
What does shiny Graveyard look like? Oh wow, that's very noticeable.
Graveyard?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
The gray becomes yellow.
Oh, send it.
Shiny Cloth.
Oh,
Wow.
Cloth has a good shiny.
Yeah. Oh,
That's good too.
that's cute.
What,
Yeah.
what about Houndstone? Ooh, alright.
I think Houndstone is
Okay.
just yellow too.
Yeah, it's
Okay, finally,
it's a
finally,
bit
some good Gen 9 shinies.
it's more of like a tan instead of pure yellow.
Oh my god, it's nearly 10.
Wow, we've been going for a while then. But yeah, there's shiny Houndstone.
Oh. Not sure if I like that.
I found another good shiny. I think this one's a good shiny too.
Oh, Cyclozar. Oh yeah, I've seen that one
Cyclozar.
already. That one's cool.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of like the yellow heads, but apart from that, looks cool.
Oh,
Oh my-
I know Satitan. Satitan has a good shiny too. Let me show.
Oh, show us. Wow!
oh, yes.
Look at
That's
that!
That's a good shiny.
Oh, that looks amazing!
That might be my favorite so far.
Wow, that looks so good.
Apart from Skeledurge, that might be my favorite so far.
And here's shiny Espathra.
Shiny Espathra.
I like that. I like that. I think that's cool.
That's good.
All right. What else Wiglets look like? It's basically shiny Cantonian Diglett.
Oh. I wonder what shiny Dashbun looks like. Wait, let me.
That's
Yeah, I don't like it. It's a downgrade from original Dashbun.
the yellow is kind of pink. What does Fido look like? Oh, Fido's more noticeable.
Yeah, Fido's there.
I don't care though. Dogspun is still a great puppy.
Dashbun is great.
It's definitely one of my favorites. Does Gibigo even have a shiny? Or has no one found one yet?
Chest form Gimmigirl is shiny locked.
Oh, it's shiny locked.
Okay.
So it might not have one. I'm not entirely sure.
Gotcha.
Screamtail has a good shiny too, in my opinion.
Wait, who?
Screamtail.
Oh, okay.
Let me show.
Brute Bonnet is basically just shiny Amoonguss.
Oh, that's a good shiny, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know one too. Dondozo. Dondozo looks amazing.
Oh, I think I've seen
I can't find the
Dondozo.
image, but it's like yellow and white, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Let me go grab it. Yeah, it's pretty darn noticeable. Also, freaking Dondozo. The first time I found one, it swept like half my team when I was trying to catch
Look
it.
at this.
Oh my god, that's okay. That's good.
That is
Yeah, that's
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 amazing.
good.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
But yeah, what are our closing thoughts on Scarlet Violet then?
Amazing game. 10 out of 10.
All right, Rick.
I think they're amazing games.
All right, Lori.
Yeah, they're great. I love them.
All right. So, is there anything else that y'all want to add before we close then?
Not for me.
Honey, Lori,
I don't think
you
so.
two want to add anything?
Oh,
I don't think so.
All right.
choose Sway Coco. Yes. Anyway.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
And Maximum Overdrive. Anyway, yeah.
God damn
I'm
it.
done.
Okay. Well, I think that is finally gonna wrap things up for this week. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, throw it all. We're still a family. I want you to family.
On the Don Sports family.
Yes. Yes.
We're getting out of here. Goodbye.